So welcome back. And now joining me is Kevin Kleinpeter with State Parks to talk a little bit about our private-public partnership and some of the new exciting things going on at State Parks. Glad to be with you.
Good to see you, Lieutenant Governor. Yeah, the public-private partnership has been very successful to State Parks at this point. And just a background about a public-private partnership, it's a contractual agreement between a state agency and a private company. One of the benefits are that we share in the risks as a public-private partnership, and we get the advantage of the private companies investing their capital into these projects.
So we got the legislature several years ago to allow us to enter these private-public partnerships, mainly because when we took office, parks were in horrible shape. As an effort, long-term, we believe we can not only not need tax dollars to run our state parks, but make a lot of money. And tell us about some of the things we've done so far in those private-public partnerships. And I know we're always looking for new things, but tell us some of the success you've had with those projects.
Well, currently we do have several public-private partnerships throughout the state. We have things such as washing and drying machines in almost all of our state parks. We have glamping. We have the horse trails.
So the glamping, tell us about that and exactly what that is at the parks.
Yeah, Tinter is our partner for this. Tinter put in their proposal and was selected to be our turnkey campsite partner. Glamping now is in 9 of our state parks across the state. We have a total of 65 different campsites with 75 camping kits. And they range from the more adventurous of paddling into your campsite to the less adventurous where you can bring your car right up to the campsite and unload all your gear.
I like that one. I hear this one, you hike through the woods, you may even need bear spray. I like the one you can pull your car up to it and get out your car. I tell you, the work at the cabins and the new restrooms, and now adding direct sewage to where campers don't have to go dump their sewage. I didn't realize how important that was to campers that come into Louisiana and use our campsites. The improvements have been incredible around the state, but we want more people to look at it. How do they reach out to the office to, if they're interested in doing a private-public partnership?
Well, under your direction as Lieutenant Governor, State Parks was tasked with providing a portal in a single space for people to submit proposals. So we created the opportunitiesinlouisiana.com website, where people that have ideas that want to partner with State Parks, all the while meeting our state park mission, which is to preserve, protect, and present our state historic sites and our campsites.
And that's so important. We want to make sure whatever we partner, one, it's going to help bring revenue to support the park system, but we want to make sure it doesn't compete with local business. We don't want any restaurants. We want people to stay at our parks, go eat at the local restaurants, shop, and spend money in those local communities. And I'll tell you, Bogachita has knocked it out the park.
Yes, sir.
No pun intended. Tell us a little bit about the mountain bike trail and horseback riding, wildly successful at that park.
Yes, sir. Well, Bogachita State Park is located in Franklinton, Louisiana, Washington Parish, and we do have 3 public-private partnerships in operation at Bogachita. Like you mentioned, the horse trails, the mountain bike trails, and also the tubing, canoeing, and kayaking on the river when the weather's right. And one thing we've seen from Bogachita and having these public-private partnerships is the visitation increase from 2019 to 2020 was over 47,000. So we have seen a direct correlation to public-private partnerships being at the state parks, visitation, which we've discussed also trickles down to the local economy.
Well, let me tell you, in Washington Parish alone, I've got calls about people with the mountain bikes on top of their car, pulling their horse trailer to go horseback riding. It's been a huge boost to the local economy, and we hope we can mirror that around the state and bring those tourists. We know because of COVID, people bought campers, canoes, fishing gear in record numbers. We know they're going to be using that for the outdoors, and no better place in Louisiana, a sportsman's paradise. I tell people you can fish anywhere, you catch fish in Louisiana. Thanks for being with us today. So we'll be right back to talk tourism after this.